If you go to any counselor or anyone who says that they can fix you, then you should run.
Yes.
Because they can't fix you. Okay, I can guide you to the light, Carol Ann. You remember that poltergeist?
Yes.
I can guide you to the light, but I can't fix you, and I can't make you do anything.
Right.
Control doesn't even exist. That's just an illusion. Wow, I am so excited to be here today. I am more so excited to be here with my cousin.
Hey.
Yes, she is my cousin, and I do love her, and I am so happy to be here. And I want to say before I get started, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. I come by way of Dublin City Schools. I work there. I am a licensed professional counselor, and I've worked in many aspects of counseling with families and adolescents and adults. So I'm just happy to be here.
Seeing others in their mess, and are we their saviors?
Wow.
Yeah. And when I say seeing others in their mess, we're talking about addiction, whether it be substance abuse, food, sex, pornography, drugs, stealing. Addiction is addiction, guys, and we know that. So are we their savior?
The first thing that I would say to anyone is that, no, I'm not your savior. And when an individual comes in to see me, the first thing I say is, I don't have the answers. Oh, wow, go figure. You're the professional counselor. You're supposed to have the answers. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have the answers. I serve as a coach to kind of stand on the side, because this is your life and you're living it. And the first thing that we have to do is to thine own self be true.
Yes.
The first thing you have to do is stop lying to you. Mm-hmm. So in any decision-making model, the first thing we do is identify the problem. Right. So if your life is unmanageable and you've recognized that and you've come to grips with that and you're able to say that in my office or with me, if you're seeing me for therapy, then listen, you just stepped out of the car running. You're doing a good job, because now you're acknowledging, hey, my life's unmanageable. I have a problem. I can't keep my job. I'm losing these jobs. I'm losing relationships. I am just a mess. I've been in and out of whatever it is that's been going on with you that has caused your life to be unmanageable. There's the big book that talks about a higher power.
Yes.
Okay, and you know, we can talk about, I mean, your higher power could be the big tree trunk, or some say God, but if that higher power is not leading you to some type of sanity, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
So it goes back to you, and I can assist you. Mm-hmm. Helping is assisting. Mm-hmm. I can give you resources and I can tell you where to go and what to do, but I cannot help you if you're not willing to admit that you have a problem and want to help yourself. Your higher power cannot even help you if you do not first want to help yourself.
I agree. A lot of times we hear helping, and I, as someone in recovery, I do know, even when I was in my mess and I said, why aren't you helping me? I was really saying, why aren't you doing this for me?
Wow.
That's what I was really saying, is why aren't you doing this for me? And the longer I was in, the more I learned, you can't do this for me. You're exactly right. This is my life and I have to take control of it. So helping, we do know, is that assisting, giving support. And most people who are experiencing recovery, we don't want, I mean, that sounds good, you know, but if you do this for me, then I'll be able to do that.
That's right.
And that's what we usually say. But you are definitely correct. Mm-hmm. I agree. To thine own self always be true. It took me allowing my higher power. Like you said, even my higher power can't help me if I don't allow him to. Oh, yeah. That means I had to yield to, I had to let it go. Antoinette, you can't do this. Get your hands off of it. Get out of the way. And then the help came. But it also meant that I had to be willing to do what I had to do as well.
Right.
I had to put the work in. Had to put the work in, guys. So when we're talking about helping, no, we can't make family feel guilty about, yeah, but I need you to do X, Y, and Z. We have to take that stand as individuals in recovery, like I said, whether it be from just shoplifting. If you're, there's groups and support out there for everything. There's a support group for everything. Mm-hmm. So if that's your issue, then you may need to go to a Shoplifting Anonymous to get that support. There's your help.
That's right.
There's your help. That means you got to help yourself. So I do think as, people in addiction, no matter what it is, we do think that family is supposed to do for us. And that is a big misconception when it comes to helping. Now, since we said helping, what about fixing? Mm-hmm. What do we mean when we say fixing?
Fix me, or they'll send their child to me and say, fix him or fix her. Well, I can't fix anything. Okay, it goes back to you. I don't have the answers. You have the answers, but I'm willing to explore with you. We can go on we can go on a journey within.
I like that.
And what I will do is help you to look at some things that you normally wouldn't be willing to look at, and I'm right there with you, helping you understand maybe what it is, but I don't have the answers. I can't fix you. I can't save you, but I can help you look internally to find your way out. So when a person finds their own way, then guess what? They own it.
Yes.
And when you take ownership of it, let me tell you something. You'll do the very best that you can for you, not for me. Mm-hmm. And we should. My job is without judgment.
Yeah. Okay.
Judgment is, and I have to teach for others to not judge themselves so harshly.
Yes.
I mean, it is what it is. You're acknowledging that you have an addiction to fill in the blank. Okay, so let's not judge ourselves. We got to get busy looking internally so we can get out of this mess.
I agree. We hear the word fix, and when I hear the word fix, I think about an object. If you knock over a glass and it breaks, can you fix the glass?
That's right.
Because you're thinking about a broken object. And like you said, but when we think about people, do we get broken? Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. We do get broken. But as you said, you can't fix me. Mm-hmm. I think when we talk about fixing, we're talking about, like you said, that's internal.
It's internal.
We have to do the work ourselves, for ourselves, to get better, to get to that place that we're trying to go. And there are so many people, like you said, who are running to counselors and wanting to be fixed and not really staying to really get that help that they need because, she don't even know what she's doing because they didn't get the answer that they wanted right then and there.
That's right.
We look for that self-gratification. We want it when we want it now.
Right.
So, and I think that's really good how you put that internally, because when we hear fixed, most people, think, broken. Yeah, we're broken, but we don't need to be fixed. We need that assistance. We still need that support, that guidance, because, in all of our lives, at some point, we've all been broken. We've all been broken.
Absolutely.
When people lose loved ones, breaks their hearts. They're broken to a certain point. When your marriage falls apart, broken to a certain point. But it's not something you can put glue back on.
That's right.
It's something where you put the work in to heal self. A lot of times it may mean going to therapy, going to counseling, or just allowing time to heal all wounds, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. I guess you could say time heals all wounds.
Well, yeah. And listen, during this pandemic, everyone's been left at home with their own thoughts.
Yes.
And some people are afraid of their own thoughts.
Ooh,
Guess what? Those thoughts were there before the pandemic, and now you're left alone with them. So we have to say, hey, you know what? I'm having these thoughts. And listen, that's where I come into play, counselors, or like I said, if you want to heal, work on yourself, just be honest with what you're thinking, and journaling a lot of times is
yes,
good.
Very good.
I imagine emptying it out and writing it down on the page so that I don't get so overwhelmed with what's in here, okay? So most counselors, don't let them fool you. If they're counselors, they should have worked through some of their own stuff first, okay? Because I can't help anyone else until I work on me.
I love that. I love that right there, because I can't help anybody else until I first helped Antoinette. And then, you know, it's kind of like, I used to hear the old people say, you know, you can't love someone if you don't love yourself. How can you give something away that you don't possess?
That you don't possess.
So there again, so I definitely agree with that. And in this fixing thing, you know, the funny thing about the fixing is family will try to be the one to fix. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you need to do. That's the favorite thing. You know, I hear that a lot, just working with the peers that, well, my mama said that I need it, and I'd be like, okay, well, you know, and for me, I know that there's different roads to recovery. There's different roads to get the help that you need, and family will step in and say, well, no, this is what you need. I'm not going to waste this money on you going to this recovery house over here when all you got to do is just sit down and get a job and be still.
Oh, you're too smart for that.
Yes, yes. And so that's how they say that's their way of fixing.
Right.
So with that, talking about family, my next question is deciding, when do we let family help? When do we let family step in and help us? So, if you like what you heard, hit the like button. If you want to hear more, share and subscribe. And remember, the journey is not where you're going, but sometimes it's about how to get there. Until next time.